this meeting of the Dublin Independent School District to order. Let the record show that a quorum of board members is present, that this meeting has been duly called, and that notice of this meeting has been posted according to the Texas Open Meetings Act, Texas Government Code, Chapter 551. Here.
Pat Leatherwood. Blanca Martineau. Ron Mitchell.
Here.
James Moore.
Here.
Raymond Salinas.
Here.
And Jill Castelia. Here.
Join with me. Heavenly Father, we thank you for the opportunity we have to serve the district in the ways that we do. God, I pray that you continue to give us wisdom, guidance, and discernment in all decision making and all the things that we need to do. We thank you for the opportunities, and we pray that we can lead well. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Kids.
All righty, intermediate and elementary students, if you'll join us at the front.
Come on over there. Lead the back, sister.
Look at her beautiful dress.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. On the Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you. All right. Item number 5, start with our recognition of students.
Okay, we're going to start with pre-K. Our first Lion leader for this month is Macy Van Valkenburg. Come on up here, Macy. Her teachers report that she works hard, listens carefully, and always tries her best. She shows up every day with a kind heart, a helping hand, and a willingness to learn new things every day. Miss Macy. Our next pre-K student is Jasper Norman. Come on up, Jasper. Jasper's teachers report that he has shown so much growth this year in such a short amount of time. He is always working very hard and participating in class discussions and activities. That's Jasper. In kindergarten, we have Carly Cruz. Her teachers say that she is always following rules and meeting expectations. She is kind and hardworking. They can always count on Carly to do the right thing and set an example for her classmates. Miss Carly. Also in kindergarten, we have Luke Cifuentes. Luke here. Yeah, come on up, Luke. He is very respectful and kind. He works so hard. He's always meeting expectations and following rules in the classroom. Luke. First grade, we have Brian Campos. Brian, come on up, Brian. Works hard, participates in class, very kind, well-mannered, and is always smiling. Brian. Also in first grade, we have Estela Perez Macias. Estela. She works hard, participates in class, will help others. She is very kind, well-mannered, and is ready to learn. Miss Estela. Second grade, we have Mateo Macias. Mateo. Mateo's teachers say that he is a wonderful student, leader, and friend. He is trustworthy, respectful, and always willing to participate. They have shared moments of pride and excitement over his accomplishments. Good job, Matthias. Also for second grade, we have Dylan Stone. Dylan's teacher reports that she is always eager to help out a friend and her teachers. She's trustworthy, responsible, and polite. She's always working hard to be a good role model. She's shown what it means to have integrity and determination. Good job, Dylan. And for third grade, we have Quinn Grisham. Quinn is a great leader for her peers. She's always eager to learn and actively participates in class. She's a ray of sunshine and brings joy to everyone she meets. She's very respectful to her teachers and shows appreciation each day with her hard work. Good job, Quinn. And our last third grade student, Ryan Neagle. His teachers report that he is a great role model for his peers. He comes to class prepared and ready to learn. He is resilient in the classroom and may face challenges, but always has a positive attitude. He is kind to his classmates and always willing to help. Great job, Ryan.
All right, let's
Parents, y'all come up here and take pictures too. Come on.
squish it. Stay right here. Going that way. So stay right here. Good job.
Ready?
Don't move yet. Just come up here and take the pictures.
Great job.
All right, in the intermediate, we'd first like to recognize Kinsey Sanders. Come on down, Kinsey. Her teachers report that she works diligently all the time, and she always has a positive attitude. She is always kind to her friends. In the future, Kinsey would like to be a veterinarian or a teacher. Kinsey Sanders. Next, we would like to recognize Daniel Ruiz. Daniel's teachers report that he is always up for a challenge. He loves to learn, and he is one of the top Get More Math students in the whole 4th grade. In the future, Daniel would like to be a veterinarian. Daniel Ruiz. We'd like to recognize Maite Cisneros. She is a dedicated and hard-working student who is consistently putting forth her best effort in all she does. She is kind and supportive to her peers, always contributing to a positive classroom environment. Her talent as a writer shines through in every assignment. Love of writing makes her work a joy to read. It is truly a pleasure to watch her grow as both a student and a writer. In the future, Maite would like to be an astronomer. Next, we would like to recognize Silas Eddington. Both academic excellence and genuine kindness. He approaches every assignment with diligence and determination, always striving to do his best. Beyond his impressive work ethic, he is very respectful, has a warm personality, and positive spirit. In the future, Silas would like to become a police officer. Silas Eddington. We would like to recognize Charlie Hall. Hard work and respect. future, Charlie would like to go to college and possibly become a cosmetologist. Charlie Hall. Next, sixth grade would like to recognize Branson Ivy. His teachers report that he is a respectful and dedicated student who consistently puts forth his best effort. He shows kindness and respect toward both his teachers and classmates. In the future, Branson would like to play basketball or football, go to TSU, or possibly join the Air Force. Branson Ivy. No, I gotta have to come this way. This way.
Come on up, Eric.
Keep going, keep
Come on,
going.
come on.
Keep going.
There we go.
Good job.
Now give him a big cheek.
Are all these people here? I don't know. I didn't even check.
Good job, guys.
All right, circle. Champions.
Our first for seventh grade is recognition for Riker Shipman. Is he here tonight? He must be studying. We'd like to take a moment to recognize Riker Shipman, a dedicated seventh grade student who constantly exemplifies what it means to be a positive role model in our school community. Riker approaches each day with a strong work ethic, a commitment to learning, and positive attitude that uplifts those around him. His enthusiasm for school, willingness to support his peers, and consistent effort in all he does are truly commendable. Thank you, Riker, for setting a great example. We are proud to celebrate your hard work and positivity. Riker. Our second seventh grade recognition goes to Anaya Sandoval. Today we recognize Anaya. Anaya is the kind of a student who makes a lasting impact not just through academic effort, but through character, compassion, and leadership. For example, she is a consistent, hard worker, always putting forth her best effort in every task. Whether in the classroom or around campus, Anaya demonstrates a strong sense of responsibility and determination to succeed. But what truly sets Anaya apart is her heart. She is always willing to lend a hand to her peers, offering support, guidance, or simply a kind word when it's needed most. Her positive attitude is contagious. Her respectful nature sets a tone for integrity, and her presence contributes a safe and encouraging environment for others. That's for Anaya Sandoval. For eighth grade, we recognize Anthony Vasquez. We'd like to recognize Anthony for his outstanding efforts and growth. Anthony consistently demonstrates a strong commitment to improving every day. He sets goals for himself and strives to accomplish. His positive attitude, respectful demeanor, and dedication to personal growth make him a role model for his peers. We are proud of Anthony's hard work and the progress he continues to make. He is truly deserving of this recognition. Anthony Vasquez. In our second eighth grade, recognition goes to Natalie Elisario. Natalie exemplifies what it means to be a role model through her positive attitude and exceptional work ethic and consistent respectfulness towards students, staff, and families. Her dedication and professionalism create a supportive and uplifting environment that enhances the culture of our school every day. Natalie's commitment does not go unnoticed, and we are proud to acknowledge her as a valued member of our school. Thank you, Natalie, for the impact you make through character and positive attitude. Parents get a picture.
academic scholars.
Alright, let's see, Jocelyn, here, hon? Jocelyn, okay, well, we've got band practice tonight, and some of our members are in band because they'll be competing. Perez, 11th grade, huh?
That's for me. She's for me. She's just early.
Yes. We have 4 Jocelyn's at the secondary campus, so every now and then we get confused on which Jocelyn it is. But we're excited to see. So they are competing November 1st at Area in Denton, and so we're recognizing our students, but they're actually up at the secondary campus practicing right now. So I'd like to take a moment and talk about Jocelyn Perez, our 11th grader. She's involved in powerlifting, basketball, rotary, 4-way editorial writing. She loves FFA, is part of WIT, athletics, does UIL. She loves reading, writing, painting, going out with family, and caring for my animals. Her future plans are to get either her bachelor's or her doctorate degree, depending on what career she chooses. I'd either want to be a lawyer or an architect. And let me tell you, this young lady has, I think, 4 younger brothers, and she handles all of them. I've seen her every now and then at Walmart, and she's corralling them up. She's a great, great big sister and an excellent student. That's Jocelyn Perez. Our next academic scholar is Mr. Adams, who is right here. Okay, Paul is involved in powerlifting, cross country, trumpet for band, radio broadcasting, free speaking, public relations, milk quality and products, agri-science fair, basketball, and track. He is part of band, FFA, NHS, and one-act play. He loves playing his piano, eating, sleeping, playing video games, and FFA is honestly a hobby of mine too. His future plans are to major in either biology or pre-med and pursue a career in anesthesiology. It's Paul Adams.
Paul also made our national FFA team, and y'all are leaving next week to go to Indiana.
Yep, we're leaving next week to go to Indianapolis.
All right, athletic scholars.
All right, our first junior high athletic scholar this month is Celine Moreno. Celine plays volleyball, so she's playing. Actually, I'm playing tonight. She enjoys drawing, playing games, hanging out with her friends, painting, and she really, she says I play volleyball and enjoy practicing to get better. Hobbies are drawing, playing volleyball, and hanging out with friends, and calling her friends. And her future plans are to be a tattoo artist and open her own tattoo shop. Our other junior high athletic scholar for this month is Mason Joslin. Okay. Mason is a 7th grader. He plays football, baseball, and basketball. His hobbies are fishing, eating, hunting, and playing video games. And future plans, he wants to go to college at Tarleton and play baseball. Mason Johnson. Okay. Our high school athletic scholars, our first one is Bailey Jackson. Okay. Bailey is a 10th grader. Bailey's a 10th grader. She plays volleyball, basketball, softball, participates in track and field, and does powerlifting. Okay, her hobbies are playing sports, hanging out with her family and friends, watching college basketball, playing basketball and volleyball in the backyard, and lifting weights. Her plans in the future, once she graduates high school, she wants to get her EMT certification, and then she wants to get Bachelor of Science Nursing. Okay, Bachelor of Science in Nursing at Charlton, and while playing basketball or competing in track and field, and then she wants to become an RN and work as a travel nurse. It's Bailey Jackson. Okay, and our final athletic scholar for this month is Kason Levy. Kason is an 11th grader, and he plays football, does track and powerlifting. He's a part of FCA, and his hobbies include lifting, hunting, and playing video games. In the future, he wants to go to college. He's not sure yet where he wants to go, but he does want to pursue a degree in business. It's Kason Levin.
Extracurricular scholars.
That me? Well, you and him, Josh, go ahead.
All right. Tonight we would like to recognize Jocelyn Ramirez from the junior high dance class. Come on up, Jocelyn. Jocelyn is a positive and dedicated student who approaches every practice with grace and determination. She also has the most amazing high kicks and turns. Dance comes very natural to her. She dances with eloquence and heart and always gives her very best. She's kind, respectful, and a true teammate. She's somebody that her peers can always count on. We're incredibly proud of her growth and look forward to seeing all that she will accomplish in her future as a dancer. Okay, our next student to recognize.
Stay, we're gonna take pictures. I know, nobody wants to stand up here.
I'm going to try not to tear up on this one. I always say that I'm not going to Dr. B when it comes to our seniors, but I can't imagine the dance team without Miss Angela Martinez. Come on up. Angela is a true leader and someone that always gives 110% in whatever she does. She's a dedicated member of the band, where she plays the clarinet, and she's also actively involved in WIT and SCCLA. As a leader of the drill team, she leads by example, always practicing during her downtime, taking dance seriously, and stepping up whenever help is needed. She is someone that I can always depend on without any hesitation. Her passion and her work ethic will serve her well as she pursues her dream of attending college and majoring in dance. So we're proud of her commitment, her leadership, and the example that she sets for us.
Some parents come home.
Good job, ladies.
For Band Scholar of the Month, we have Miguel Corrales. Miguel is involved in Dublin basketball, track and field, tennis, band, volunteer work for NHS, and is it? Yeah. All right, you scratched it out, perfect. Organizations, NHS, trio, marching band, concert band, jazz band, athletics. He has a lot of hobbies: sleeping, playing basketball, hanging out with friends, stressing over college assignments, and eating. Beautiful. Me too. Future plans: attend an affordable college, smart, and explore the world.
Aww.
That's the go.
Good job.
Staff recognition. Here we go.
Okay, for elementary, I want to recognize this special individual. This Teacher of the Month is definitely another pillar of positivity in our school. She sets the best example as a supportive team player on our campus. She's very patient, calm, caring, and is loved by all. And that's our pre-K teacher, Vanessa Mejia. And we have a little visitor.
Honor to recognize the Dublin Intermediate Teacher of the Month, Ms. Lindsay Bennett. Ms. Bennett is detail-oriented in her lessons, teaching 6th grade math and advanced math, knows each student's strengths and needs, and goes above and beyond to make learning meaningful. She loves her students deeply. She attends their events outside of school. She celebrates their birthdays with little trinkets and gifts and makes each child feel valued. Ms. Bennett truly represents the heart of our district. And fun fact, she's actually a 2002 Dublin ISD graduate. We are so proud to have her on our team. Congratulations, Mrs. Bennett.
Anybody else taking a picture? Come on, there you go. You go.
That's a good one. Great.
Make sure it's landscape.
There you go.
Congratulations.
The secondary campus would like to recognize and express our deep appreciation for Ms. McKinley Johnson. Joining our DISD team, McKinley has consistently gone above and beyond to support our students and ensure that they receive a high-quality education. She is diligent, attentive, and committed to helping every student get where they need to be. Her positive attitude and joyful presence create a welcoming and encouraging environment for our students, as she brings a perfect balance of compassion and accountability, because she holds them accountable, loving on our students while holding them to high standards. We are truly grateful, Ms. Johnson, to have you as part of our team, and we are so excited to continue seeing the positive impact you do with your little one, too. All right, Mr. Ivy, you get to share the thunder. Come on.
Okay, our next recognition is Miss Rebecca Yoho. We'd like to take this opportunity to recognize Ms. Rebecca Yoho for her outstanding contributions to Dublin ISD. Ms. Yoho is a compassionate and dedicated educator who consistently goes above and beyond to ensure that every student feels supported and valued even in the face of challenges. Her vibrant personality, quick wit, and creative approach to teaching make learning both fun and engaging. She fosters a classroom environment where students are excited to learn and feel safe to grow. It is clear that students truly enjoy being in her class, and their enthusiasm is a reflection of the positive impact she makes each day. Ms. Yoho is not only an exceptional teacher, but also a supportive and caring teammate. Her commitment to our students and her unwavering dedication to our school community exemplify the spirit of excellence we strive for at Dublin ISD. We are proud to honor Ms. Rebecca Yoho and express our sincere appreciation for all she does.
Come on, Dad. All right, we have no public comments for agenda items. We have one public comment on a non-agenda item. Amy Starr.
I appreciate you all. This is not necessary. My name is Amy Sparler. I come to speak to you as a parent and as a teacher. First off, as a parent, I do not always agree with what our coaches do in order to improve our program, but I am the first parent to go to them privately. I do not believe in questioning them in front of our students or my own child, because that is not fostering a positive coach-athletic relationship. As a parent, we have to make sure we are fostering that. As an employee, I want to point out a few things that maybe some of you don't know that goes on in our district. Our coaches spend more hours. Can't get this. With our students to grow them not only into athletes, but into good adults, as well as find a way to motivate them to buy in to the we instead of the I. The athletes that are gaining success are the ones competing in non-team events. Those are the ones who can only depend on themselves in order to succeed. I am privileged to be a parent to several of those athletes. I'm also a privilege to be a parent, not a parent, a teacher, forcefully in every single one of your students' lives. Because make no mistake, I will meet every single one of them at some point. I am the only biology teacher. Your coaches leave their homes early, they get home late, because several parents will or cannot make the time to get their children to and from practice, or to even get them dinner that night. And I don't mean by 20 minutes, I mean by hours. As a teacher, I especially one that looks like a child walking down the hall. I can vouch, I get yelled at to go back to class a lot. Okay. Before the day even starts, our athletes at this moment are bragging about skipping practices because they don't need to do that. They are bragging about sandbagging on reps, and then mad they got caught. And before the day has even started at 7:30, they're saying how they lost a game they haven't even played. This culture starts at home. This mentally begins with parents. It begins with us parents coming to our coaches with an idea on how we plan to step up and implement that with our coaches. Your child's teachers and coaches are out of bandwidth. Your children are better served not from being screamed at, the coaches being screamed at in the stands, or for becoming keyboard warriors, or for calling for their jobs. For parents, I'm included, who are running events, concession stands, tables, books, snack runs, holding your kids accountable to their word, behavior, and classwork, please know that we teachers and coaches see you. From the bottom of our hearts, you are making our passion easier. This is not the only place that we as parents need to step up for our students. We have a booster club that is 100% parent ran, volunteer basis that is completely understaffed and overwhelmed, trying to do everything that DABC stands for. We have people in the community helping out at every sporting event who do not have a dog in this fight. They are not parents, they're just community members. Several are former parents of students who no longer are with us. Meanwhile, we have parents that are complaining that it's not done to their standard, but they are no longer stepping up either. Not us, not you, can do this alone, but together we can make a difference, for we are Dublin. What my fellow coaches, parent, and teachers need is parents to help, to step up, get involved, and facilitate positive change that will help encourage our students, not only to become better athletes, but to become better adults.
Thank you. All right, this is the part. If you guys want to hang out, we're going to get into our business meeting. If you have your kids, you want to leave, you can, but we welcome everybody to stay. It's a fun time in the neighborhood, so if you'd like to hang out, come on. All right, number 8. Report agenda is follows. 8.
Yes, we will start by introducing you to our tax attorneys, and we use the company Robert Myers of Selka, Bragg, and Allen PC, and I think they would like to stand and just say a few brief things.
Yes, okay, well, thank you, Mrs. Summers and members of the board. These reports turned out about half the size they were supposed to, but I think they're still plenty legible. I'll just point out, so Mr. Myers retired last year. My name's John O'Connell, and we handle your collections for Dublin ISD and the other entities we represent in Erath County out of our Abilene office primarily. However, we do have an office which we set up at the beginning of last year in Stephenville, and that is manned by Grace Couch over here. I asked her to join us. And then, of course, Julie Keller is here also. Julie supervises a lot of our legal assistants in the field. And normally I don't mention where our staff members go to high school, but since Julie is here, I'll mention that.
She makes us very proud.
She's in green.
I asked her to wear her letter jacket. She declined. But y'all can probably make that happen next year.
We'll see her in Galveston.
Okay.
Yeah, she can bring it.
Right. Well, I'm proud to present this report to y'all tonight, even though it's a miniature size, but it's not for anything I do. It's these ladies right here that are rowing the boat every day and getting y'all where you need to be on your tax revenue. So if you'll open to page 2, 2 is a reflection of the data on page 3. And I always like to lead with this when I present these collection reports to the different school boards that we represent. So our goal for y'all each year is 100% plus. Now, what that number means is a combination of your current year collections plus delinquent collections from prior years that we bring in that year. And the year we're talking about is your fiscal year that you report to TDA. So as you can see, for the past 3 fiscal years, we've hit that number plus. And what I add into that, as I mentioned, it's your current collections from that year plus the delinquents, and then, as y'all probably know, you receive penalty and interest when taxes are late. And that number can get up fairly high, but it certainly adds to your total and helps us get you above 100%. And let me mention this. There's another component. It's not in those figures, but I wanted to share it with you all because it's significant. So over the last 3 years in aggregate, we've been able to recover for you about $75,000 in excess proceeds. And what those are is when we ultimately get to the end of our tax collection process and the sheriff sells a property at the courthouse steps, the money that is generated above and beyond the taxes that are due is held by the district court for 2 years. If no one comes in to claim that money, then we can come in on behalf of our clients and claim that. So $75,000 over the last 3 years, and that's just Dublin ISD money. The next thing that you'll see, cumulative tax collections, that basically just tells you where each tax year's role is. It's just that tax year. So the trend that I noticed that you probably do too is the longer we have to work your tax roll, the closer we can get it to 100%. So this is only those specific tax years, and, so if you look back at the 2021 tax year, we are almost at 100%. That number will never be at 100%. As hard as we work it, there are always going to be a few delinquent taxes out there that we don't get. Businesses that go under, they're judgment proof, that kind of thing. But I'm happy with 99.8. I hope you all are. Those subsequent years will just continue to grow the longer we work the roll, because sometimes it takes some time after you file a lawsuit to get all of the defendants served, and you'll see some statistics about that later in the report. But that's another metric I thought y'all might be interested in looking at. And then if you flip over to 6 and 7, 7 and 8, that shows you just the delinquent roll. And again, you'll notice the longer that we have the roll to work, the closer we can get that to being fully collected. How do we do that? That's what slide 9 is going to show you. It's really a process for us. It's the same every year. It's always in a different stage, but essentially the process starts, we get your delinquent tax roll every July. It's been delinquent for a few months, but it's not turned over to us for collections until July. At that point, we mail notices off of the tax roll. So if the address is right, if the appraisal district and the tax office have the right address, then hopefully the right people are getting the mailing. Your biggest collection months are July, and they're also in September. We send another notice in September. At that point, it's really when the work in earnest begins. We take your tax roll, we work it from highest to lowest, run title on the property, send a more pointed letter. If that doesn't get done, also we'll try to include lien holders. If that doesn't get done, the next step is a lawsuit. The next step after that is a judgment foreclosing the tax lien, and then our final step is a tax sale, which is what generates those excess funds. So it's the same process every year. From time to time, there are a few oddballs. We have a large business personal property delinquency. We have the ability to apply to the district judge for what's called a tax warrant, where we can go out and actually seize the property, at least as much property as we think reasonably needs to be seized to be able to generate proceeds in an amount to pay the taxes. That's not a normal collection mechanism, but it is one we employ from time to time. So that covers it. I don't want to take too much of y'all's time, but I would love to entertain any questions you might have.
We appreciate y'all making the trip out. It's good getting to see y'all, and thank you for the information that you provided.
Okay, you're very welcome.
Great size.
You like that?
Great size.
Okay.
Thank you. Anytime next year.
Right.
Y'all remember this size? I like it.
Too small for no book, too big. Well, thank you all very much.
Thank you all very much. Thank you. Oh yeah, you better leave one for your brother. Uncle, whatever. Never mind. We'll make sure. Those two brothers. Yeah, thank you. Perfect.
Thank you.
Y'all have a good evening.
Thank you so much. You guys do the same. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
I'll check.
Have a good night.
That's okay. Yeah. Monthly financial report.
We'd be glad to answer any questions if you have any questions on the monthly financials. Student enrollment, we lost, it looks like 4 kids from the end of last month. But it's constant. We may lose one and gain one, lose one, gain, so it's just a back and forth thing right now.
Okay. All right, and board training opportunities. We had that, and he said that was a good deal today. If anybody.
It was
Pretty
good.
informative.
Got a lot of good information from that today. And Glenna has put in your packets as well some other training opportunities if anyone is interested. It looks like these dates are in November. So if you are interested, reach out to Glenna and she would be glad to get you registered and all of your hotel accommodations taken care of.
All right, good. All right. Discussion items? Anything on that? Not on that. Consent agenda as follows.
We talked last month about Ms. Vicki Stone, being our person to serve on the Erath County Appraisal Review Board. She has agreed to do that. We just now have to take action to
That'd
name
be on the
her.
consent agenda. Or is that her separate? That'd be on number 10, consent agenda.
Oh, did I skip ahead?
You kinda
I'm
jumped.
sorry, I'm sorry.
Usually it's me, but we're on number 10, guys.
I'm trying to hustle us out.
I'm not taking the speed limit. Number 10, I'm on tonight.
Mr. President, I move to approve the consent agenda as presented.
I got a motion on the floor. Do I have a second? James got a second. Any discussion? All in favor? Okay, motion passes. All right. Ms. Summers?
I just
Number
gotta
11,
read
consider
that.
naming nomination of Erath County Appraisal.
I move that we nominate Ms. Vicki Stone to the Erath County Appraisal Review Board.
Second.
We got a second. My computer froze. We got a, huh? You got a second over here, Brian? Thank you. Any discussion? All in favor? Awesome. All right, that's number 11. Okay, number 12. Oh, look, we just jumped back on. Unbelievable is. All right. Deliberation and possible action toward the district's hail damage roof repair project for all district roofs to Coryell Roofing Construction Company through the district's membership in the TIPS Interlocal Purchasing System, which is an authorized procurement. You're up.
We had the big hailstorm in the spring, and we have been working with Coryell Roofing Company and our insurance company, and so I've asked Wendell if he would come and give you a brief presentation about the project that we have coming up.
Well, Board of Trustees, thank y'all for having us tonight. We have been working with the district, not on this hailstorm, but before. In 2023, you had a wind event at the high school. Let me preface all this by saying none of your current roofs can we install. So, we'll get into that, but that roof blew off. We met the adjuster out here, and at that time, the adjuster wanted some information on the roof system. I called the manufacturer, and the roof was not installed properly, so that roof had blown off. The manufacturer took the reins on that, and they paid for you to roof your high school gym, and they also paid for our emergency temporary services that we came out to provide at that time. So that is Duralast, and we're a Platinum Elite installer for Duralast. We're only one of 3 in the country. We are the current 2024 Contractor of the Year for the entire United States for Roofing Contractor Magazine. We're in 7 states. I run the Texas office. I'm the regional sales manager for the state of Texas, so I'll be in Amarillo tomorrow, and then after that, I'm going down to Corpus Christi, so I cover the whole state.
And I would like to quickly interject, going back to the roof at the high school, the gym. We had talked to our insurance company, and it was gonna cost us almost $500,000, $500,000 to replace that roof on there, and one roof, yes, the gyms. And we were ready to pay that, and Wendell said, wait a minute, I think there's some other issues, you know, I don't think it was properly installed, and he was the one who got us hooked up with Duralast, and they paid everything. We had to pay nothing. And even when the rain came in and it ruined the gym floor, they paid to have that fixed as well. Nothing out of our pocket, and that was thanks to you.
Well, I have 2 daughters that are school teachers, so every $50,000-$60,000 is out of the district budget. That's my daughter's salary. So I take this serious on every dollar spent. It is just not just me getting money on my end. This is my son, Kate Olson. He just started in the business in February, and he has helped me tremendously. Clyde, I want to say this on public record, Clyde is an amazing asset to this district. I'm trying to hire him, but anyway. So Clyde, we were on the high school with the adjusters when we back up. So we've had a relationship going on with the district since 2023. When the hailstorm hit in said, hey, we have some damage, would you come out and look? Well, we're looking for verifiable damage. We're not a roofing company that's here to strong arm the insurance company to pay for something that we do not feel like it is functional damage. Clyde, we got him on the roof at the high school. I didn't see the damage. I'm not sure if Kay did either, but Clyde started spotting it. He's got better eyes than I have. So Clyde started helping with that, and then we had some, we went to each campus and we verified the hail damage on all of them. So the reason that we started in March and we're just here in October is because we have been negotiating with the insurance company. We're not here to get over on the insurance company. We're here to make sure that you're being paid for the like, kind, and quality of what you have now. So what you have now is not a hail-rated roof. It's a moderately hail-rated roof, which that provides you zero protection. So every time a storm hits, all of a sudden, later on, you're gonna have fractures. And I have a weather app, and every time that thing dings, that's money falling from heaven for me. The bad thing is, Dublin is on that quite a bit. There's something about Dublin, Stephenville area, that hailstorms just constantly come through this path. So y'all have replaced those roofs probably 3 times in the last 15 years, I would say. Because I've been a part of that process for 15 years. And so I'm like, what can we do different besides having this meeting every 3 to 4 years? So we are proposing to upgrade your roof system with the money that was allotted by the insurance company. And that's severe upgrading roof system. I'll explain that. So right now, you do not have a hail rating. So you have a foam board like that you can squeeze, you can pass that around. And so when hail hits this membrane, it trampoline effects, it comes back up, and that causes the fractures. Y'all keep getting fractures because you have no protection. You have good insulation, you have a good membrane, but you do not have a hail rating. This board alone, underneath there, that's a 900 PSI cover board, will go on top of the insulation, underneath the membrane. That will give you a severe hail-rated roof system. That's up to 1 3/4 inch hail. Now, the insurance part. You are with RMC right now. RMC does not have a coverage limit. Not to say RMC hasn't dropped people. I'm not saying that they will drop you. But if they drop you, you go to another risk pool, because almost every single school district in the state of Texas is in a risk pool. Almost every one of them have $1 million coverage limit, unless you meet a very severe hail-rated system. So, to go very severe hail-rated, you cannot have any fasteners exposed underneath that membrane. Because if you have a metal fastener on top of this insulation, on top of that hard plate that I just, then you have a fastener there, you have the membrane, hail hits the side of it's an anvil hit. That does not give you very severe hail rating. So, you tear it down to the deck, you come back with brand new insulation that's 4.4 inches of this, it's not 4.4. That will give you an R25 that meets current energy codes. You screw this down. Then you fully adhere, you glue down this on top of that insulation. And then you glue 80 mil. Right now you have 50 mil. This would be 80 mil. This is on top of the high school. This is what we're proposing, I'm sorry. And this is an additional cost. This was what would go on the high school, the intermediate, and the elementary. The rest of the buildings are just under $1 million in material. So even if you did switch insurance companies for some reason, you would still meet your $1 million coverage limit on the ones that are severe hail rated. With the BSH is the majority of your buildings, and you would not have a coverage limit in the future. So y'all want to pass that around. Now the admin building, the daycare center, Dandelion Den, the auditorium, I think that's the ones that will be torn out of the deck. That will not meet very severe hail rating, but they meet severe hail rating. But right now you have like 2 inches of insulation. We're coming back at 4.4. So every single one of your roof systems will be upgraded, even if you do not choose the very severe hail rating system. You have anything to say to that?
No, I would like to say that, over the last 5 years, Cassie and I have tried really, really hard to be good stewards of the taxpayer dollars and to save as much money as we can for times like this. Nobody likes to spend it on roofs. I would rather give it to teachers, but this is something that we have to take care of. And Cassie has went ahead and she built into the budget this year enough to cover our deductible, which is going to be about $750,000. And then the additional will be about $857,000 to put on these very severe elevated roofs for 3 of the campuses. But I feel like it would be very beneficial to the district, because if we don't add these roofs, then I'm afraid that, like he said, every 3 or 4 years, we're gonna get the hailstorms that come through, and we're gonna have to replace those again and again. And we have been shopping our property casualty insurance just because our deductibles are, everything. Our premiums have gotten outrageous, the deductibles are outrageous. We're trying to do the very best we can, and if we do happen to leave this company, we want to make sure that somebody would insure us.
And so what you showed us last is what you're recommending.
For the 3 main
For the
campuses.
3 entire campuses.
Yes, sir.
The whole,
Yes.
Secondary, intermediate, and elementary.
Yes,
That's
ma'am.
not counting the gym. Because it's
No,
not,
it can't.
this gym right here.
Oh, the elementary
Yeah,
gym?
it's not right.
No, just the
Just the building itself.
Yes.
Now, the one thing I did leave off, and I left off the list, you did get paid for your middle school, or old high school behind us here, but talking to the district, that there's no need roofing that at this time. You would not be insured in the future on a hailstorm on that building, just to let you know, but I wouldn't spend that money on that unless it's gonna be utilized. So you're only gonna be able to keep the actual cost value minus your depreciation, and that's somewhere around $50,000 on just that one, because they depreciated it so much.
And we could put that towards this project. Yes.
And so if y'all did approve this, our time to start would be 4 to 6 weeks. And if it's the full tear off, we do, about 20 squares a day. So if the full tear off, if you divided that total number of square feet by, 2,000, that's how many days it would take us to get one project. We do school districts all the time during school. However, our production team is very aware of the schedule of the district, and we are nonstop communicating with the district. If there's testing days or anything like that, we do not work. If there's the weather days, oh, no, I won't say that. So this 80 mil system right here that's fully adhered, it has to be above 50 degrees constantly for us to put that roof on. Because the glue will freeze and it won't stick, so we have to be cognizant of the weather as well. So do any of y'all have any questions?
And I do want to say also that Wendell we've discussed with him, and he is in complete agreement that his crew will stay in Dublin, they will eat in Dublin, they will shop in Dublin as much as they possibly can, they will use local disposals, as many local businesses as they possibly can support, they will do that.
I first talked to the lady down the street that was a former school teacher. And
Yes,
she let me know the rules right up front,
Okay.
what was expected at the motel, so.
Don't say it's covered for up to what, you said 1 3/4 inch.
Okay, very good question, I didn't say it was the VSH. VSH is up to 2.5 inch shell.
Do you have that picture you want to
So
pass?
what does that mean, like, so if we record that, then? it's
Okay, so that's a good question. So that does not come with a hail rider warranty. So if it is below that and it fractures that membrane, it does not go back to the manufacturer warranty. That is like it's FM global standards. It's kind of like a UL laboratory. That's what that system has been tested for and withstood. You can get a hail rider on top of it, but I don't recommend that for any school district. And the reason is because that's not an underwriter policy in your school district insurance policy. They don't require that. As long as it meets that certain standard of testing, then you have no coverage limit with your insurance company. So I did a roof in Newton, Texas, BSH. Matter of fact, you are not with TASB, but I'm gonna talk about TASB anyway. TASB is y'all know TASB, risk pool insurance. So TASB, as of last year, they didn't have a requirement to put on a certain thing to not have a coverage limit. So we are a company that does Fortune 500 companies. We do D1 colleges. We do so many places that don't have a coverage limit. We said, why do you have a coverage limit? They said, we're tired of paying for hailstorm. We said, well, why don't you require standards? And they said, what does that mean? So we brought in FM Global to show them what very severe hail standards were. TASB changed their insurance policy as of last December 1st, that if you meet a BSA system, there is no coverage limit whatsoever. So TASB listened to us. That's part of the reason we're roofing contractor of the year, because we're changing the insurance game across 7 states for school districts, and we're trying to get them fully covered for something that there were limitations on before. You're gonna have, so right now, I don't know if any of your roofs meet an R25, so your insulation value is gonna go up on every single roof that you have, and we're going back with the 4.4 inch ISO.
There should be a difference in our electric bill, because of this. You would have talked about that nasty piece of hail you just passed around, and
We've had some pretty big lumps come through.
You have. That was baseball size, softball size. When we put that on, it was 4 months after I put it on. And I said, Newton's a lot like Dublin. And at a small town, very, very close knit. And he sent me that picture. I said, oh, neighbor, I don't know any roof that withstands that. So this is way more than very severe. And so went down there, I looked it all up, I said, I don't see that our roofs are damaged. He said, I don't see it either, but I called TASB anyway. So TASB came in and said, well, everything in the district's held out, except for the roofs Coriel put on. Those are still good. And I said, okay, so Tabor's phone blows up because I gave him a recommendation all the time to school district. Call him and ask him his experience. We have 6 retired school superintendents that work for us. One of them is a former ESE 16 director. And so those guys have an amazing reputation. They're not gonna come work with us and put their reputation on the line if they don't believe in what we're selling to school districts also.
and this company, I mean, and he may have mentioned it already, they've been vetted, they're on the purchasing co-op, so they've been vetted and checked out from head to toe, and we're a solid company.
We're the only roofing company in the nation in the top 20, I think, for tips, and we're in the top 5. And I think once you use a tips contract, I think a percentage of that contract comes back to the school district after the job is complete. So at the top of each one of the all the contracts in your folder in the back, at the like 3rd, 4th line down is the tips contract number. So once we have those signed, it gets turned into tips and we report that. And then the district reports that also, and so when you get it audited, we call tips, make sure it went through tips, that we paid our bill, and you're good to go on the audit.
If you'll have any other questions?
Is it gonna be like metal roof and top wall insulation?
No, sir. A metal roof does not have very severe hail rates at all. As a matter of fact, metal roofs now, almost every one of them, you can have the ugliest hailstorms hit all that metal, and they'll say it's cosmetic.
It's like a laminate, basically.
So this is PVC.
But I mean, it's put on like a laminate, like flooring kind of thing, but stronger.
Oh, it's a lot stronger. So this, that 80 mil membrane, so if you put that system on it, some of his that's right there, the 4.4, and then you glue that, then all of a sudden that roof becomes Class A fire rated. It is self-extinguishing. It covers all animal fat, it covers clogging water. It's the only membrane that will cover animal fat, clogging water, and not disintegrate the membrane. But more importantly, on the school district for me and the kids underneath, it would self-extinguish itself. You light a match to it, take it away, it puts itself out. You put any other membrane on there, it's gonna burn like paper. What about leaks? Okay, glad you said that. So, let's get back to the warranty and I'll get to the leaks. So the warranty is through Duralast, and it's not through 40L Roofing. And the reason that's very important is because once we install the roof, they come out, they check the quality of our work, they put a punch list together. We have the highest install grade in the entire industry, and there's a reason for that. We have really good crews. That I won't say all 7 of them are the best crews in the country. We have our own in-house quality control guy. That our crew supervisor is on site daily. He's checking their work, he's making his own punch list. But before we call the manufacturer out to look at the roof, we correct our own selves in-house with QC specialists. So he makes his own punch list, we do all that. So we're 98 to 99, sometimes, most times 100, when the manufacturer comes out. That's important for the district because if you use any other membrane and you have an issue in the future, they will say it wasn't installed right, the workmanship was poor, but they didn't look at it. A warranty was issued with nobody looking at it. That's why your gym was covered. Duralast signed off on it that it was correct. It blew off. They can't see the screw patterns underneath. So the crew that put that on before did not go by the manufacturer's screw patterns. So when they identified that, that's why the manufacturer covered your roof. That's the only one that had done that.
That's gonna be my question is, as you said that roof was not installed correctly, I'm gonna say, what are we gonna do to verify that it is installed correctly? Then I guess you answered that question. So that's good.
We're not just a regular roofing company. We're, and leaks. So we do our own checks, that if there are issues, a lot of the leaks come from issues that weren't caught during install. We're catching our own stuff, or the manufacturer catches it, we fix it. If there's a leak, you call us back. For the first 2 years, we're here to handle every single thing. I still want you to call me even after 2 years, and then after about 10, you can call the son. But you call us, and we'll either come out and fix it ourselves, or we will send a manufacturer rep out to repair it. But you have a 20-year warranty on there. I believe if it's not on there, I can get a 30-year warranty on the VSH system. On the high school or the intermediate, does it say 30-year on the VSH? Yes, it does. So the VSH system will come with a 30-year NTO of 20. So that's on your intermediate, your elementary, and your high school. Everything else will have a 20-year. And in 30 years, he might just be retired. Sounds about right. Y'all have a great question. There's no such thing as a stupid question. Does anybody have a question or a comment they need to clarify?
Anybody else have any questions?
There's 3 lines, there's red, blue, orange.
Okay.
So 4L price, DVI price, VSH price.
Okay, DBI price. DBI is the insurance adjusting firm that they send out here. That price, what did we start at? About 2.6?
Yes.
Yep. Yes. They didn't identify your underlayment right. They didn't identify how it was put on correctly. They did not. They try to pay you for the cheapest membrane. That's not what you had on there. You had an upgraded membrane. There were so many line items. It's not an argumentative thing. You have to say that this roof was made out of this component, this component, this component. You put it in the same computer system. You identify how much was there, and then that spits out the price. It's a no-haggle price. It's their system. Now, if we get into the roofing and the measurements off, because that big of a project, they just ordered an Eagle View, so a computer measured that from the sky. If that's not correct, when our production team comes out here to measure that, all I do is call David Edenrood and say, hey, your measurement's off. I verify it, they adjust that price. So anything outside that scope that we could, like there's mechanical, electrical, plumbing that needs to be addressed, I call them, I'm not calling the district. Say, hey, we got a big code upgrade, these curves don't meet the energy code, the IBC, International Building Codes. I need you to come back out here and give me an additional money for that, for the district to be up to the code.
And the VSA Tron is the very severe hell rating. That's what it would cost in addition to this for each building that we have in the district. That's why we just chose to do the secondary, the intermediate, and the elementary campuses.
I'm sorry, but the bus garage and maintenance shop does not need to be very severe hell rating. So that's a lot.
That's where your friend hangs out, so.
That was important to That'll be all right.
We'll give you a football helmet for it.
Any other questions?
I mean, I just think this is a comment that's got to be done. I mean,
Yeah.
we have to protect our buildings. I mean, it's got to be done. It's not a question of if.
The one thing I didn't say is, for the length of the warranty, we will come out here once a year and inspect it, in case there needs to be something that we're proactive instead of reactive. So, you're gonna see somebody once a year come inspect all the roofs that have been installed.
Well, that's good documentation to have in case there is another storm and.
Absolutely.
I know everybody's worked hard on this, and the discussion of starting at about $5.5 million, and then figuring how we could dwindle this down and still be effective for our kids. It's taken a lot of work. Cassie and Melissa have really worked hard on trying to look at, you know, the main thing and the main thing. And really to see 4.8 is a whole lot better than when we were looking at 5.685. So, you know, I think this is gonna be a good deal. And let me tell you something, 5 years, it's gonna be a whole lot more than what this is this year.
In December, it's going up 5%.
Okay, thanks for verifying that with me. I appreciate that. All right.
I just want to borrow someone, I'm sure, you know, that thing's watertight.
Oh, yeah.
When it rains, teachers not putting buckets and trash cans out in the hallway or in the classroom.
And that's why we're trying to take care of the classrooms. That's a good point. Good point. All right.
And I've got Wendell on speed dial, if we have any leaks,
Yeah,
it's over.
and I gave Clyde all the credit. Miss Summers and Cassie have been amazing. Every email that came through with me and the adjuster, I called him immediately. He still doesn't have it right. Give me a minute, because you're paid for lifetime quality. I'm not trying to get over on him, he's not paying you for this. Last time, he told me the walls were mechanically fastened and all your membrane in the field was loose laid, there were no fasteners anywhere. And I think it went up 400 something thousand after he said, oh, you already got screws in there. So, just needed to identify it, it's taken a while. But thank y'all for your patience and working with me, and you've answered every single phone call, if not, you were somewhere on the sport ag farmer or something. I was kind of jealous of that kid, because he had a patch on a leather jacket, and I was like, I had to wear a blue corduroy jacket. So,
They still have those too. Yeah.
I won't.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And that does include bonding also, and I promise you that's it.
Like, we're gonna go to lunch or something bonding, or?
You know, I brought you some cups tonight, so if you pass it, you might get a cup.
Oh, it's a banner day.
As long as it's great, Clark's will meet you for lunch.
I got the hookup.
Are they open for dinner?
Not right now.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I mean, like I said, it's something that we have to do. So, I mean, everything you're doing, you're working with us, very transparent.
We got the flows, what we got?
I mean, just you doing the work, prior and getting that warranty, I think says a lot. So, I move to award the district's hell damage roof repair project for all district roofs to Corio Roofing Construction Incorporated through the district's membership in the TIPS interlocal purchasing system, which is an authorized procurement method under Texas Education Code 44.031A4, and to take any other further action necessary related thereto as presented.
I got a motion on the floor. Got a second? Brian, got a second? Any discussion? Which we've already done. All in favor? Okay. Game on.
Very do appreciate y'all.
Where's my cup?
I was joking, but
I was joking.
appreciate you. But you're still getting the cup even if you voted against it.
All right.
Well, I look forward to the day where we can have this project behind us and everybody's satisfied and happy, and I can be a reference for y'all. I'm ready to be on that side of it.
Thank you so much.
It's gonna be good, because 10 years from now, it's still gonna be good. So that's a big thing. All right. No closed session? So we're good there. Angelica? Oh, no, don't. Patience, Angelica, thank you. Future board meetings. Monday, November 17th at 6 o'clock p.m.
And we have discussed over the past many years, we have combined November and December's meeting because we have so much holiday time. We've got a week in November that we're out, and then we have 2 weeks in December. So if y'all are okay with that, we can combine those and have both of those on Monday, December 15th. Unless y'all want to have one each month, I'm fine with that too, but I think it would be very feasible to combine those two.
All good? All good?
December 15th at
Yes.
Okay, December 15th, and that's our next meeting. December.
Get more chairs.
That's right, load up. No, I don't know if we'll have it.
Check that out with the calendar. Cause I'll show up.
I'm not gonna put it in the calendar till we talk about it. All right. All right, Angelica.
Mr. President, I move to adjourn at 7:17 p.m.
You got a hold, she got a second right there, James, thank you. Discussion, all in favor? We're out of here. Good job.